It's been a really rough couple of months for GTA Online. All of the hype from the Kai Perico DLC has died down and most of the players have moved back to other games. And while the game is still making money, believe me, it's still making a lot of money for Rockstar and Take-Two. Player counts are down and Google Trends show that interest in the game is down about 40% from where it was this time just last year. And that rough patch is gonna continue because there's pretty much no chance we're gonna get an update or DLC within the next 3 or 4 months at least. So, what's next for GTA Online? I'm gonna go over all of the news we have, even though it's not much, about the future of the game for the rest of the year, everything we know about the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5, and maybe even speculate about what should be added to the game to help keep it alive in 2021, despite hundreds of other games releasing content much more frequently than GTA Online. So if you're new here, about once or twice a year, we sort of talk about all of the news and speculate on the future of the game. If you enjoy this type of content, subscribe for more stuff like this, and of course a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. And let's jump in. Over the past few years, we've seen a pretty consistent pattern in GTA Online updates. Every year we've got a decent, sort of a medium-sized update around the middle of the year and a bigger update at the end of the year. In 2019, that update in the middle of the year was the Diamond Casino and Resort, and at the end of the year, it was the Diamond Casino Heist. In 2020, that was the Kai Perico Heist at the end of the year, and a bit of a smaller update in the middle of the year with the Los Santos Summer Special, which apparently was a lot smaller than what Rockstar wanted it to be because of the pandemic, you know, everyone working at home. It's understandable. So on the surface, you would think this year is kind of going to be the same, but the announcement of the expanded and enhanced edition has got me thinking that the release schedule could be messed up this time around. I don't know what you think, but I really can't see Rockstar releasing any big DLCs until we get the expanded and enhanced. In my eyes, it just doesn't really make much sense. So what do we actually know about the expanded and enhanced edition? Well, apart from a really short trailer that showed literally PS4 footage last year, we have no official news from Rockstar. But last month we did get a tiny bit of info from the Take-Two Interactive CEO. Here's the quote on the screen. I'll summarize it for you though. It basically says that remastering GTA 5 was always the plan from the start, and he believes Rockstar isn't gonna just do a simple port. He says they'll actually improve the game significantly, and wow. Strauss Zelnick, you really took a leap of faith there, man. What a huge chunk of news. And for anyone who dares to dream about Grand Theft Auto 6, here's a little video from the exact same investor call from Strauss Zelnick about GTA 6.
Right. Last one, I have the same one in my email and in the webcast, so it's clearly top of investors' minds. I know you've been asked before around GTA 6. So the question is there? How do we think about remaster and console cycle potentially impacting the timing of GTA 6? And any interest in giving a year right here?
Right. So Rockstar hasn't announced any new titles for the market, and when there's an announcement to be made, it'll come from Rockstar. So I'll probably leave you there, and I don't think you would have expected anything different from it.
So for anyone holding out hope on a GTA 6 leak or a GTA 6 announcement, really within the first year after this expanded and enhanced eventually comes out, to just relax, stop watching these clickbait videos and clicking on these clickbait articles. We're not going to know anything until Rockstar says it themselves. But let's get back into the expanded and enhanced news, because that's what this video is meant to be about. We actually do have what should be pretty big news for when we can find out some news about, maybe finding out about some news about the GTA expanded and enhanced. That's the state we're in right now, guys. I don't know what to say. But that news is that Take-Two Interactive, of course the parent company of Rockstar Games, is going to be at E3 again this year. Now, E3 last year in 2020 was the first and only time we heard anything about the GTA expanded and enhanced. That's when they dropped that trailer.
So please.
Why did I move?
Yes!
For the magic.
No! Fuck!
Trying to get
Shit!
out of his
Balls! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god, man! You cannot be serious. You cannot. You're taking the piss.
It's crazy to think that it's almost been a year since we saw that trailer and really heard anything about this. It blows my mind. But the fact that Take-Two is going back, I really see that as the next and probably only big event we're gonna see anything related to this expanded and enhanced edition at. Because when Rockstar announces these big updates or new games, like they normally announce updates and DLCs on their newswire, but for an entirely new release of a game, they're gonna announce that at something like E3. They wouldn't just do that in a blog post. So E3 in the middle of June is when I would say with 99% certainty that we're gonna hear some updates and some news about the GTA Expanded and Enhanced Edition. When it comes to what's actually gonna be in the Expanded and Enhanced Edition, of course we can expect upgraded graphics, that's sort of a given, but I see a lot of the community hoping for things like an entirely new map or a massive map expansion to the current Los Santos. And while I hope that's true as well, I think we should also just temper our expectations a little bit. I made a community post earlier in the week saying I'm kind of worried at what this expanded and enhanced is going to be, because this game would have been out for 8 years at the time this DLC or new game is going to come out, I should say. Most people seem to believe that GTA 6 will be out within like the next 3 or 4 years. Personally, I don't see Rockstar making an entirely new map or expanding this map when they've had the opportunity to do so for 8 years and a new game is probably coming out within the next handful of years. It just seems like really awkward timing to finally do this sort of thing. Now, a lot of people always use the point of view that the older gen consoles just couldn't handle a map expansion. And look, that might be true. And those people sort of say that the Cayo Perico DLC Island was sort of a tester to see how those consoles could handle that. And I mean, the answer was they couldn't really handle it very well. The frame rate on Cayo Perico was really bad. It was really choppy. Regardless of whether they actually expand the map or not, we do know one thing, and that's that if they want GTA 5 to live on and actually keep the players that are playing it now continuing to play, they need to do a lot more than what they've done in GTA Online over the past 8 years. One update, maybe 2 medium-sized updates a year just doesn't cut it in 2021. Every other live service game is updating their game a lot more frequently and honestly adding a lot more content than Rockstar is to GTA Online. So if Rockstar wants this to be a success, there just needs to be a lot more content and honestly different style content as well. Because right now, the current trend with every single player is you get into GTA, you play it, you really like it for a little bit, and then you drop it and you never really play it again. GTA Online doesn't have the things that every other game has right now that keeps players coming back on a weekly or a monthly basis. There's no seasons system, there's only 1, maybe 2 updates a year. It's just not cutting it for keeping players around. So we'll wrap it up there. That's all the news we have for the Expanded and Enhanced Edition, even though it's really not that much. Anyway, I hope you stand safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!
Favorite color, money green. Paper. I've been on my grind since I was in the 7th grade. Had my first kid, I was only 17. Always a provider for my pack like Wolverines. But you won't find me on the mountaintop. Need no calculator, I can wear it 'cause it